Oh, this is the... You guys are just gonna have to deal with that. We're not taping it today. What's up, everybody? Peter McKinnon here. Welcome back to yet another video. It's so great to have you here and see all of your smiling faces. Today we're talking about bad habits that photographers make, and myself included. I pulled these bad habits from myself and the dope squad, if you will, my immediate circle of friends and filmmakers. These are some of the things that we agreed as a collective are things that are very bad habits that you should not do, or you should get out of the habit of doing. It's first important to say bad habits and mistakes are a very fine line. It's a very fine line from saying that's a bad habit, that's something I wish I knew, that's a mistake, that's knowledge I wish I had when I started. It's kind of like a very close line there. We're gonna go through 5 different things that I feel are bad habits that you might do as well, that hopefully in hearing this, it's gonna save your life in the future. And you know, maybe it will actually save your life. Bad habit number 1, it's definitely something that I do. It's refusing to shoot in any condition that is not perfectly ideal, right? So sunset, sunrise, shade, overcast, beautiful conditions that make it easy to shoot because everything looks so nice. My bad habit is refusing to shoot in anything that is not those things. So if it's sunny outside, if I don't like the area that I'm in, stark blue sky, no clouds, direct sunlight, I'm usually just like, nah, we'll wait. We'll do it later. And I think, personally, a very talented, good photographer who knows their stuff can shoot in any condition. I don't think you should ever come to a point where a certain time of day is going to actually prohibit you from being able to do your job to the best of your ability. And I'll be the first to say that definitely I'm one of those people where it has. If it's direct sunlight, I'm not the best. I've got some tips and things to do. I should make a video on that, shooting in direct sunlight. Let me know if that interests you. But I just don't like doing it. I just prefer not to do it at all because I'll get better shots in even light or at sunrise and sunset. So that's something that I've just made into a habit where midday I just don't use my camera. I'll wait. But I'd love to break that bad habit so that no matter where I was, no matter what setting was happening, if I had my camera and I needed to get something done, I had the confidence fully to nail that shoot, nail those photos, no matter time of the day. That would be my bad habit number 1, is refusing to shoot in anything less than ideal conditions. Moving on to number 2. Okay, this is something that both Maddie have told me and Alan Palander have told me, is that bad habit number 2 is not shooting enough photos during a session, during a photo shoot, during an event, whatever. I have the really bad habit of getting like a subject where I want them, snap a couple pictures, look at the screen. I'm happy with like the first 2 or the 3rd one or the 4th one. I'm like, cool, got it, let's go. Instead of just continuing to shoot, maybe just shifting the angle a little bit, or maybe keeping the angle the same, but continuing to shoot so I at least have variation of the subject. So like maybe they turned this way, maybe their eyes were closed, maybe they like their face better in the 13th photo versus the 4th photo. But I never have that because I just don't shoot enough photos. And one of the things I've seen Alan do a lot when I shoot with him, and he's an incredible photographer, is he's constantly shooting. He keeps his camera on that continuous shooting mode and he's just firing them off. Where I'm just on single frame, just leisurely shooting here on a nice Sunday afternoon. Where's the fire? I think in this case, it's digital. We have the ability to shoot as much as we want all the time. Now there is the problem of overshooting, where you get home from something and you're like, well, I have 2,000 photos to select a thumbnail. That's not practical. So you gotta know where that happy medium is, but definitely not shooting enough. There's no reason for that. It's definitely a bad habit. Shoot more photos. Number 3, oh, this is a really bad habit. I've talked about this before. Deleting in camera. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. The amount of photos that you can save and salvage by just putting a little extra TLC into those once you get them onto the computer is through the moon, but also that LCD screen is just not a good representation of what that photo could or would or does look like once you actually get it on the big screen. So don't delete in camera. Figure all that out, back the photos up. When you get back to the studio, your office, your home, your living room, your car, your laptop, the library, I was gonna see how long I could keep going, but that's about where it ends. Don't delete the photos. Check them out when you get home. Don't do it in camera. That's a bad habit you need to definitely get rid of. There's no reason to do it. Don't piece them out right away. I mean, unless you took a photo with the lens cap on and it's just a black frame, then by all means, go ahead and delete that. But don't delete the actual photos until you see them on a big screen. Okay, bad habit number 4 is referencing the LCD screen too much. It's easy to get distracted and you're taken out of the zone. You're taken out of the element whenever you're doing photography, no matter what the subject is. is, no matter what kind of photography is, landscapes, events, food, friends, doesn't matter. Checking that LCD screen after every single frame slows down the process. You're not gonna get into that groove. It'd be like a live band playing a song and they get through the first verse and they stop and are like, does that sound good? Is everyone like, does that sounds great? Okay, cool. They play another verse and they stop. Does it still sound good? You guys still digging it? Okay, cool. They get to the chorus. You guys can hear that, right? No one would enjoy that. A weird comparison, but it's kind of the same thing as far as flow goes. You dial in the settings for wherever you're gonna shoot beforehand, just like you tune up your instruments before you start the gig, and then you get into the zone, you do your shots, you get on continuous shooting, you shoot all your photos, because you know you've got your exposure locked, because you've just spent 5 minutes before you started shooting in the area you're going to photograph, or the landscape, whatever. You've dialed that in, now just get in the zone, like find the angles, shoot, like move the model around, move the, be it that that's food, or change the angle for the landscape. Those things, that helps. Like that flow is important. Just like a couple minutes ago where a text message came in while I was making this video and my flow just stopped. That flow is important to get good workout. Not like workout, but you know, I need to go to the gym. I hate the gym. Okay, I ruined my flow. Don't break the flow. So that's a bad habit that you can easily just like try to get rid of, is checking that screen every single time you take a photo. Dial it in, get your shots out, then check them. If you're not happy, proceed. Number 5, this is one that Maddie is super guilty of, and myself. I am actually the worst. Not offloading your memory card immediately after shooting. I'm not saying like 2 hours after shooting, like you get back to the house, you say nothing to anybody, you just beeline straight to the computer, you offload those images, then you come down. How was your day? It was great. You have one mission. Offload the card. There have been so many times where I've been like, I'll do it later. Then I forget, that I put that card back in the camera, start shooting. Now I have like 2 shoots on the same card, or I format it, worst case scenario, which has happened, and I'm like, oh, or I don't back things up properly. The other day, I had that entire Dubai trip on my hard drive, and I leaned over to Maddie and I was like, hey, listen to this. Dunk. Trash can sound. That's Dubai. And he's like, do you have that backed up? And I was like, nope. Just kidding. Yeah, I got it on the RAID. Went home and it wasn't on the RAID. And I was like, oh, I actually just deleted, as a joke, but for real, the entire Dubai, like everything's gone. All of it's gone. Thank God we had it on the backup RAID. Not by my doing, because clearly I'm not very good at this. Bad habit. So definitely make sure that when you get home from whatever it is you were doing with your camera, you take that card out and you back that up immediately. You'll forget, something will happen. It happens to everybody. So if it hasn't happened to you, it's probably going to, unless you break the habit early. Offload those cards. Please just offload those and make me feel better. All right. And the last tip, bonus tip number 6, bad habit, assuming I have all my gear in my backpack. I just assume like, yeah, it's my backpack. It's my camera bag. Everything I need is always in there. Let's go. Sling it over your shoulder. You get down to the location, you pop the drone out. I don't have my micro SDs. I have my SDs and I don't have my micro SDs. Oh, and it's always the one stupid little thing that you forget that ruins the bigger picture. It's always the case. You forgot your ND filters. I don't have my variable ND. Now I gotta overcrank the shutter for all, what do we do? Should we just not shoot today? Options, what are our options? Like you never wanna be in that situation. So it takes 10 seconds. Zip the bag open, double check. I'm gonna go fly the drone, cards, drone, batteries charged. Okay, good. Zip, you're on the way. Instead of just being like, nah, it's everything's in there. Let's go. I don't take anything out. Autobots, roll out. So just double check that bag, make sure everything's in there. Those are 6 bad habits that I do that I'm sure other people do out there. Let me know your bad habits below. It'll be a fun little comment section of bad habits that we can all throw by the wayside. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate hanging out with you guys. Thank you for being here. Hit the like button, hit the bell, do all the things that we harass you to do at the end of videos. And I will see you in the next one. Imagine I just never made another one. It's just like, I'll see you, and then it's the ultimate cliffhanger. We're just gone. Or it's someone else. It's just not me anymore. It's this channel, but it's just like, it's you. You're here. Bought a Game Gear. Yeah. What was that? Was it one called Dreamcast? Or like, I feel like Dreamcast was a console, but I feel like there was another handheld Dreamcast-y type thing. I took this out of the bag, and the first thing I thought was like, Game Gear. Sega Genesis used to be this big. You got NHL 94. When those guys would body check on NHL 94, they'd be like, oh, that's the sound they make. You look that up. That's the sound. If you played it, you know. Beautiful, rich, just... What's up, everybody? Peter McKinnon here. Welcome back to yet another video. It's 2 Minute Tuesday. You know what? I think it's time. I think it's time that we just start calling this Tuesday. It's been a wild ride. It's been fun. Let's just be honest with ourselves. 2 minutes is just something I cannot achieve in making a video. I've done it before. People get mad. I'm always going over the timer. I don't even put the timer in anymore. I don't even know if I have the file for the timer anymore. I think we trashed it months ago. I think we should rename Tuesday's video segment to something fresh, something 2019, something new, and then we'll make a new title based off that. If you got title suggestions, let me know below. Not Tip Tuesday. Let's get creative with it, and maybe you'll pick something that I end up picking, and we make it into a new title for Tuesday. 2 Minute Tuesday just sounds so good. Yeah, you know what? Maybe we'll just keep it. Welcome back to 2 Minute Tuesday. It's so nice to see you. That text message threw me off. Did you hear it? It went ding, and then my whole brain, it doesn't take much. Like someone could just drop something in the corner and you've ruined the flow. And when the flow gets ruined, Peter gets mad. And this bad habit I'm gonna tell you is gonna end up saving that job because that job is gonna pay for something, debts to some Las Vegas mobsters that were gonna come to your house and set it on fire or something. And now, because you can avoid that, I'm saving your life, effectively. Cut out all those dead spaces where my brain's slow today. It's 7 a.m. Making videos at 7 a.m. Dedication. Oh, never mind. I thought I deleted. I hate the gym. The gym's the worst. People just screaming like, whoa, whoa. I'm like, why are you doing that? Why are you screaming? Just do that silently. Like you could still, I just don't understand the gym mentality. I mean, I should probably go.
You've never been to the gym.
I've been in the gym. I've been in the gym. I've been in the gym like 5 times. Actually, where was I?
Checking your screen.
Yeah, I know I was talking about that point, but there was something that happened in there. And that's gone now.
Start over.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? Peter McKinnon here. Today we're talking about 6 bad habits. Okay, actually,